Hi friends, this week for writing, you guys are going to get to practice and write all of the different ways that we've learned about this year, like a narrative or just a story. You'll get to do some persuasive writing. You'll even get to do some how-to writing and some informational writing. So today, Miss Norman wanted to go over with you guys what we know that a good writer does to make sure that you're doing that in all the different types of writing. And then I have a book that I wrote that I want to share with you, and then I'm going to talk to you about what you get to write today to share with Miss Norman, okay? So here is our poster, like the one we had in our classroom, about the things that a good writer does. So if you can remember, it's been a really long time since we've looked at this, but there are 4 things that a good writer does. I'm going to give you a minute if you want to pause the video and see if the pictures can help you to remember the 4 things that a good writer does. And then when we come back, we'll go over all 4 of them. So go ahead and pause and think about it. All right, so I bet you could think of some of the things that a good writer does. Let's see if you remembered them. The very first thing that a good writer does is they start a sentence with what kind of letter? Do you guys remember? Yeah, with the capital letter, that's right. So remember, every sentence has to start with the capital letter. And so right here, Miss Norman just circled what some of the capital letters look like so that you always remember to start each new sentence with a capital letter. The second thing that a good writer does is a good writer puts spaces between words. So here Miss Norman kind of showed you 2 examples. Here's the first example. This is a sentence. I can't read it. Can you read it? No, because this writer forgot to put finger spaces. But look at this one. Oh my goodness, I can read it so easily because the writer remembered to put finger spaces. And I can see that it says, I like my dog. Because look, between every single word, there's a space. So don't forget finger spaces between every word. Good job. The third thing that a good writer does is a good writer uses punctuation. Can you say that word with Miss Norman? Punctuation. Very good. So they use punctuation at the beginning or end of a sentence. At the end of a sentence. Very good. So remember, every time you finish a sentence, you have to have punctuation. And so you can either put this red one, call it a what? A period. Excellent job. Or sometimes you maybe want to put this blue one called an exclamation mark, and that's for when you're feeling how? Yeah, maybe you're feeling excited, maybe you're scared because you saw something, maybe surprised, you put an exclamation mark. And then this last one is called a what? Yeah, it's called a question mark. And so you only use a question mark when you're asking a question. So those are the 3 types of punctuation. And don't forget, you have to put one of those 3 things at the end of every sentence. So remember, a sentence is when you finish the whole thought, and then at the end you have to put either a period or an exclamation mark or a question mark. Very good. All right, so those are the 3 things. And now the 4th thing that a good writer does is a good writer draws a detailed picture to match their story, or to match their words. So right here, this sentence says, the pink pig is fat. And so Miss Norman drew a pink pig, and I even drew it in some mud to add some detail. And I also drew a speech bubble, and the pig is saying oink, because again, that adds more detail. And remember, another good thing that a good writer does to have a detailed picture is to use how many colors? Do you guys remember? Yes, we have to have 5 or more colors. Good job. So those 4 things, starting every sentence with a capital letter, putting a finger space between all of your words, using punctuation at the end of a sentence, and drawing a detailed picture that matches is something that a good writer does every single time. So today, I'm going to share a book with you that I wrote, and I want you to pay attention and see if Miss Norman does these 4 things, okay? And then the book I'm going to share with you, when you finish with this video, you are going to get to make a book just like Miss Norman's. So today I wrote a book all about my family. It's a narrative story. That means I'm telling you all about something. And so my book is called My Family. And then at the bottom, I put by Miss Norman because Miss Norman is the author and the illustrator. And I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know too, some of my pictures, I just did a little bit of color or a quick sketch, but you guys don't forget that you need to draw a detailed picture with 5 or more colors. So let me tell you all about my family. Here's my first page. It says, "This is my family. I have a dad, mom, and 2 brothers." And there we all are. And I could have made it better, and I could have labeled it. Wouldn't that have been so much better? Miss Thorman didn't think about that. Here's my next page, this one right here. It says, "This is my dad. He likes to work outside in the yard." So there's my dad. So I told you about one person in my family. Here's my next page. "My mom is a teacher like me." So there she is in her classroom teaching, just like Miss Thorman does. So I told you about my mom and my dad. So next are my brothers. So here's the first one right here on this blue side. Oh, nope, wrong one. This one right here, sorry. It says, "Clark is my big brother. He has an important job. He is a doctor, and he helps to fix people's bones." And so I added, this is called an x-ray, and it's how they look at bones. And then he has a speech bubble that says, "How can we help?" Because that's what doctors do, they help people. "My little brother is Evan. He is going to A&M." And so I drew him holding up a Gig'em sign because he's so excited and happy to go to A&M soon. And then last but not least are some more people in my family. My pets, because your pets are part of your family, right? Yeah. We also have a dog. There she is right there, Sadie. And of course, Stella, my cat. I love my family. And so that's the end of Miss Thorman's book, all about my family, and that's called a narrative story. What's it called? Very good. So now it's your turn, and you get to do all the things that a good writer does, and you get to write a narrative story about your family just like Miss Thorman. And so I would love to see it when it's all done, and make sure to do 1 page for each person in your family just like Miss Thorman did. And then you can send me a video of you reading it like this, or you can send me just a picture of your book. But I hope you have a super fun time writing a narrative story about your family. Bye guys.